Did you know that the average person produces 4.4 pounds of waste each day? That adds up to about 1,600 pounds a year. With so much waste generated, it's no surprise that our planet is struggling under the weight of pollution. But here's the shocking part: many of the products we use every day have hidden environmental costs that we never even think about. For example, did you know that it takes about 2,700 liters of water to make just one cotton shirt? That's enough water for one person to drink for over 2 years. Or consider this: the tech industry produces 320 tons of gold and 7,500 tons of silver each year to keep our gadgets running. This mining destroys ecosystems and pollutes the earth. In this video, we'll uncover the unseen impacts of items that fill our homes, wardrobes, and lives. You'll discover the surprising truths about fast fashion, the hidden dangers of household products, and the dark side of our beloved gadgets. We'll also explore the clever tricks of greenwashing, where brands mislead us into thinking they're eco-friendly. Get ready to learn how small changes can lead to big impacts. Together, we can make smarter choices and contribute to a healthier planet. Let's dive into the hidden costs of the everyday products we all use and find ways to live more sustainably. Chapter 1: The silent polluters lurking in your home. We all try to do our part to live sustainably, but there are everyday items we use without thinking twice. Take your furniture, for example. Did you know that a standard couch can contain harmful chemicals like flame retardants, which eventually leak into the air and water? It's surprising, but according to a study from Duke University, 85% of household furniture contains toxic chemicals that can impact both human health and the environment. Even that bottle of cleaner under your sink has hidden dangers. Many cleaning products contain volatile organic compounds, VOCs, that pollute the air indoors. They can also contribute to outdoor pollution when washed down the drain. Switching to natural cleaners, like vinegar or baking soda, can make a huge difference. You don't need harsh chemicals to keep a clean home. Another sneaky source of pollution? Your personal care items. Things like shampoo, lotion, and even toothpaste can contain microplastics. These tiny plastic particles end up in oceans, harming marine life. The worst part is, microplastics are almost impossible to filter out once they enter the water supply. The solution? Opt for products labeled microplastic-free, and avoid brands that rely on synthetic exfoliants. Lastly, let's not forget electronics. Small gadgets like wireless speakers or electric toothbrushes may seem harmless, but their batteries are packed with toxic metals. Lithium-ion batteries, often used in these gadgets, are a major environmental hazard if not recycled properly. Make it a habit to drop off old electronics at recycling centers instead of tossing them in the trash. Little actions like this add up. Chapter 2: The dark side of fast fashion. More than just clothes, we all know that fast fashion is bad for the environment. But did you know it's not just about the clothes themselves? There's a hidden cost behind every zipper, button, and dye. Fast fashion brands use an enormous amount of water in the dyeing process, about 1.5 trillion liters of water annually, according to the World Resources Institute. That's enough to fill 600,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. It's not just the water. The dyes used in clothing production are loaded with toxic chemicals. In fact, the textile industry is responsible for 20% of global water pollution due to these dyes. And many of these chemicals make their way into local water supplies, especially in countries where regulations are lax. Beyond the fabric itself, consider the environmental toll of the accessories. Did you know that the metal in zippers and buttons is often mined in ways that devastate ecosystems? Mining for these materials leaves large scars on the earth and disrupts wildlife habitats. Choosing clothes with biodegradable materials like wooden buttons can significantly reduce this impact. What's worse, even when fast fashion brands claim to be eco-friendly, it's often just marketing. This is called greenwashing. Many companies offer sustainable lines, but when you dig deeper, you'll find they still rely on the same harmful practices. Avoid brands that make vague claims like "made with sustainable materials" without providing details. Look for transparency in their production processes. Finally, accessories like bags and shoes can be just as damaging as clothing. Faux leather, often marketed as a vegan alternative, is made from PVC, a type of plastic that's tough to recycle and releases toxic chemicals when burned. The better choice? Natural fibers like cork or recycled materials. They're kinder to the planet and often just as stylish. Chapter 3: The Food Packaging Trap. What you're not recycling. We all know single-use plastics are bad. But food packaging? It's a whole new level of environmental harm that often goes unnoticed. Consider those multi-layered snack wrappers. Most are a mix of plastic and aluminium. These can't be recycled because separating the layers is nearly impossible. So they end up in landfills or, worse, our oceans. Did you know that 91% of plastic isn't recycled at all, according to a study by National Geographic? This is largely due to confusion over what can and can't be recycled. Many people toss items like greasy pizza boxes or plastic utensils into the recycling bin, thinking they're helping. But these items contaminate entire batches, leading them to be sent to landfills instead. One simple solution is to reduce the number of mixed material packages you buy. Opt for foods with simpler packaging, like glass or plain cardboard, that can be easily recycled. Better yet, bring your own containers to bulk stores. It's an easy switch that cuts down on packaging waste entirely. Plastic food containers are another hidden issue. Even if they're labeled recyclable, many end up being incinerated due to contamination. Recycling plants often reject items with leftover food or greasy stains. That's why thoroughly washing your containers before recycling is crucial. If it's too tough to clean, it's better to throw it away. Finally, let's talk about food storage at home. Cling wrap is a common kitchen staple, but it's terrible for the environment. It's not recyclable and often ends up in oceans, where it can take hundreds of years to break down. Switching to reusable alternatives like beeswax wraps or silicone covers can drastically cut down on this kind of waste. If you're finding this information valuable, don't forget to subscribe. Join our community and stay updated on more insights about sustainable living. Chapter 4: Sneaky Tech, the hidden cost of your gadgets. We're living in a digital world, but our devices come with hidden environmental costs. Think about your smartphone. It's small but incredibly resource-intensive to produce. According to Greenpeace, the tech industry uses 320 tons of gold and 7,500 tons of silver every year to make electronic devices. Mining these metals is highly destructive and creates toxic waste. Then there's the energy demand. Data centers, the backbone of our internet use, are massive energy consumers. In fact, they contribute to 2% of global carbon emissions, which is the same as the entire aviation industry. Every time you stream a video or upload a photo, energy is used to store and deliver that data. Small actions, like reducing streaming quality or downloading videos for offline viewing, can save energy. We also don't think about the batteries in our devices. Lithium-ion batteries, found in everything from phones to laptops, rely on lithium and cobalt mining. These metals are often extracted under poor environmental and labor conditions, especially in countries like the Democratic Republic of the Congo. One solution? Consider buying refurbished gadgets instead of new ones to reduce demand for more mining. Don't forget e-waste. Only 17.4% of global electronic waste is recycled, according to a report by the Global E-Waste Monitor. The rest? It ends up in landfills or is shipped to developing countries, where it's often burned, releasing harmful chemicals into the air. Recycling old gadgets at certified e-waste centers can help reduce this problem. Some brands even offer take-back programs for proper disposal. Also, consider extending the life of your devices. The longer you keep your phone, laptop, or tablet, the less waste is generated. A simple fix, like replacing a battery or upgrading storage, can give your device a few more years. This reduces the need for new raw materials and limits e-waste. Chapter 5: Greenwashed products, eco-friendly or marketing hype. It's easy to get fooled by green marketing. Many brands boast about being eco-friendly or sustainable, but are they really? This is called greenwashing, and it's a tactic companies use to make you think you're making a sustainable choice when you're not. A 2021 study by the European Commission found that 42% of green claims were exaggerated, false, or deceptive. Take biodegradable plastics, for example. They sound like a great alternative, but many only degrade under specific industrial conditions, not in your backyard or landfill. In reality, these plastics often end up polluting just like traditional ones. The lesson here? Don't trust the label without doing your research. Another common greenwashing trick is vague claims. Brands often use phrases like "made with natural ingredients" or "contains recycled materials," without explaining what that really means. Just because something has one green component doesn't mean the entire product is sustainable. Always look for certifications from trusted organizations like Cradle to Cradle, Fair Trade, or B Corporation to verify a product's sustainability claims. Let's talk about organic cotton. While it's less resource intensive than conventional cotton, growing organic cotton still requires large amounts of water. A single cotton shirt can use up to 2,700 liters of water. That's enough for one person to drink for over 2 years. So, even products marketed as better still have their hidden costs. One way to avoid falling into the greenwashing trap is to simply buy less. Instead of purchasing new items, consider swapping or thrifting to give second-hand goods a new life. Finally, think about the packaging. A product might be eco-friendly, but if it's wrapped in excessive plastic, it defeats the purpose. Opt for products with minimal packaging, or better yet, package-free items. Many stores now offer refill stations where you can bring your own containers for things like shampoo or cleaning supplies. It's a win for you and the planet. This combined script covers the introduction and all 6 chapters while ensuring clarity and engagement. The invitation to subscribe adds a call to action that encourages viewers to stay connected for more valuable content.